So, check. Microphone. Ooh, we got them waves. Them waves be a-flowing. All right, cool. So we're doing newses and a little beer. And it sounds like there's a tiny penguin in this room.
Caw.
That's not a penguin.
Caw, it's cold up here.
Welcome to the Buckhorn Podcast. I am Martelle, and with me always is Randy. What up, Randy?
Yo, what up?
What's going on? Hey, I just want to say thanks to everybody for listening. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You can check us out on Podbean, podbean.com/Buckhorn Podcast.
Tweeter Facegrams.
Tweeter Facegrams.
We're going to make our own one, just combine them all.
Hey, tweeterfacegrams.com.
We should.
.org, .gov, .edu, .xxx.porn.
Whoa.
Right.
That escalated quickly.
Taking over.
Do I have to put my pants back on, or do I have to take them off? I don't know the rules now.
No, you have to leave one leg in with the zipper down.
1, 2, or 3?
Tripod.
Not me. Oh, man, it's cold. It's snowing out again.
I know.
It looks like a blizzard.
It's March. It's awesome.
And here's the thing. I'm going to get real with you and with our listeners for a second. I am going through a bout of depression. I am very unhappy in many aspects of my life, and I was driving out today going, this is what Martell talks about the weather all the time. Like, some sunshine would be great right now. I've been dealing with some BS in my life and wearing the mask of, hey, I'm the fat funny guy, and trying to make everybody else happy, and I'm emotionally drained, and I'm driving out today going, son of a... Like, aww. I'm getting tired of the clouds and the weather.
Come here, big guy.
I need a hug.
I'll give you a hug. I'll give you...
With our pants off.
Big air hug.
Pat on the shoulders when you're trying to hug, but you can only get to the shoulders.
Like,
no, it's been good, though. I do like the snow.
It's called SAD. Seasonal anxiety disorder, I think.
Yeah, something like that. I think
associative disorder.
Well, work's been weighing on me heavy these last probably 3-4 weeks.
Plunging them toilets?
And no, I haven't even had to do that, really. There's just been a lot going on with different things. I'm not going to divulge here. I would tell you, but I'm not going to put it out recorded. That's kind of like when, if you go to a bachelor party and somebody pulls out their phone to start videotaping, like, no, you don't want the evidence.
No.
Like, I'm cool with my company. I love my employer. I love my managers, my director. I love all that. It's just been stressful, so it's weighing on me, and then dealing with tenants, and yeah, and then trying to do the foraging thing when it's negative 17 out.
That's awesome.
And
but at least you got fire there. You can keep yourself semi-warm.
Yeah, it's a small fire, though, and it's outside. I mean, I can't do it inside like the house to stay warm.
Why?
So, well, see what happened was I'll end up on one of those State Farm or whatever insurance commercials.
Burn down my she shed.
Like, we've covered it all. So, yeah, no, it's just been, like, I want to forage more than I can't.
But if you set up the proper, like, fireplace forgy with the proper ventilation, you could do it inside, couldn't you?
Well, I do it inside Dad's pole barn, but I do it on the half that's not heated. So it's still, I mean, when it's negative, we had like negative 35 wind chills that 1 week.
Right. You want to borrow my space heater?
Yeah.
That thing, I'll tell you what.
Stick that thing right up my shirt.
That space heater, it's
called a heat giant. I'm sure it does very well.
So when we lived at the apartment before we built the house, I think it's a Honeywell.
Yeah, it is.
I rented a garage when I was building my GTI. I had that thing in the garage plugged in for like 2-3 weeks.
Yeah.
Just running constantly. Like I never unplugged it.
Yeah, just left it go.
And I'd like open the garage door, slam the door shut, and that thing would keep that garage at like 60 degrees.
Yeah.
Didn't matter what the temperature was outside, 60 degrees all the time.
Well, Dad's one side. He has 2 of those salamander heaters, which he only has 1 plugged in. So he'll go down, plug that in, and the one side we've like insulated really well this past year, last fall. And then he's got 3 mounted like garage heaters. So he'll plug in the salamander, kick those on, and go back to the house for like 10, 15 minutes. Come down, it's like 72 in there.
Yeah.
So you can unplug the salamander, the other 3 maintain it. He's good to go.
Okay.
So we're working 70, 72 in the garage. You're good to go. But on the side I forage on, it's not insulated and heated. And then my shop is built just behind his pole barn. It's got some insulation stuff, but it's so cold that we don't run the heat in it because I may get there like 2 nights a week is my goal, or 2 days or whatever. And I make it some weeks, and some weeks it's negative 35. I've been outside or at work all day, and I just don't want to deal with it. So I don't leave the heat run on. As a matter of fact, I turn off the main circuit breaker when I leave.
Okay.
So when I go there, I've got to heat up the whole thing. Well, epoxy's, that's been cold for a long time. I don't know how that'd work with a knife, so I haven't been working on knives and stuff as much as I'd like to. But no, I don't know, man. I'm ready for spring. For somebody that loves winter, I told Beth, we were talking about, she was like, what do you think about moving out of state? And I said, we might as well move to Alaska.
Well, yeah.
Because, it's just going to be different than what we're living now.
It's going to be like this till April, because that's what that's what it is now.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, it's
and here's the thing, too.
weather.
I was talking with somebody last year, because when we grew up, there were a few days we'd get a good 3 feet of snow, and you get off school, and you go to the park and go sledding, and, nowadays we don't see that.
No, we don't. We get snow, and then it's the weather fluctuates by about 80 degrees, and it's gone within a day and a half.
Yeah, it's like up and down, up and down. But the other thing is, we used to always get that snow from like November, December, January. Now we don't get it till like February, March, April.
Right.
And I'm sitting there going, how messed up is our man-made Gregorian calendar and our leap years and all this? Did we shift the season somehow by accident? Like another 100 years from now, is it going to be like June, July, August is the snowy months?
Better not be. That's when my birthday is.
Well, happy 130-something 40th birthday.
No shit. So
yeah, well, I don't know, but yeah, I'm over it. I'm ready to be happy. I came out today because I knew we'd be dumb, and I don't know.
We'll do some fun stuff.
I mean, we go through that in life, though, don't we?
What?
Sometimes you got to be real and say life sucks.
Oh, it does. Every day. Every day it's winter.
Every day it's not 80 and sunny.
Every day it's not warm and sunny, and I'm getting that vitamin D from the sun.
Yeah, you are.
I feel you. I mean, I'm going through the same thing at work. I mean, it's dealing with projects, dealing with timelines, dealing with people.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just everybody's putting up with the same stuff, and
yeah, that's why I didn't want to turn it into like a pity party, because I know I'm not the only one who goes through crap. But
no, I mean,
every time you go, hey, how you doing? I'm like, yeah, I'm doing great. And today I was just like, he's going to ask me that. I'm not. Like, I don't care. So
hey, it's whatever.
I'm being real and saying, hey, life sucks, but I'm here to ready to have fun. So
I did. Same thing. I like doing side projects at work. Like that's my thing. I get side projects. Like I get these big projects that I'm working on. I'm like, going through the motions. But then I get they'll come to me and they're like, we got this thing. We need this thing done. Whatever I call them black ops projects, because they're not on the books.
Okay.
There's no project for it. Like it's not an official project where someone's coming and there's a budget for it. There's nothing. Yeah, where there's so
you kind of got free reign.
I got free reign to kind of
need this done. Do whatever you got to do.
It's like the president going to the major and going send out get Delta Team out there or get SEAL Team 6 out there. It's got to be done like co-op. It's covert. Get it done.
I just picture you getting word of that the next day. You come in full like flat gear, like it's SWAT team.
It's one of those things that's like, here's the deadline.
It's a change of pace.
Well, they give me a deadline. They're like, whatever you got to do to get it done, pull in whoever you got to pull in to get it done. And it doesn't. It is what it is. You're the project manager. You're the developer. You're the designer. You're everybody at this point. And then you tell whoever you need to tell, this is how it's going to be. This is what it needs to be done. And that's it. And that's usually how it works. This last project, though, that I was on, I'm like, okay, this is what's going to happen. I'm going to go through and I'm going to do this, and this. I need that person, though. I need their skill set because I don't know. So I go to that person. I'm like, hey, I need you.
So you build a team.
Essentially, yeah. I'm like, I need this. And they're like, I'm not on the project. Like, it's not a project. Like, I need this.
Right.
And they're like, well, so-and-so didn't say I was on it. I'm like, but I need, like, it doesn't matter. I'm telling you, you're on it. So I need you over
Shut
here.
Up and do it.
Yeah, I need you over here. And like I said, it was one of those things. So
anyway, yeah, that's how I'm doing. It's snowy. It's cold. My boy turned 5. We celebrated his birthday 3 different times.
Hey, I wish I was turning 5 and getting 3 different birthday parties.
Me too. Oh, I got my knife from Scott finally.
I saw that.
I've got it on me. I'm not going to show it to you now. Let's talk about it because it's not going to do a whole lot. But I want you to take a good picture with your good phone.
Cool.
Send
I
it
will.
to me.
I need
my camera's garbage.
I'm sending a knife home with you.
A knife? Oh, jeez. I have so many projects now, and I'm so far behind.
I just need it sharpened.
Okay. Is it the same one?
Which one?
You gave me 2 before. Is it one of those 2?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
It's my war cleaver.
Your war cleaver? Did you get one?
No. It's the one I've been looking for. I found it. No one gives a shit about this. Anyway, on to the show. So what we got going on today?
No, we talk guy stuff, man. Everybody cares about it.
So I found my cleaver finally. So
awesome.
It's not the war cleaver that I've been asking you to build for me, which is fine. I'm not even worried about it.
Good.
That's a big joke anyway. There's no way I would expect you to
one of these days I'll walk in with it like 5 years from now.
Make me a gigantic cleaver. But I did find my butcher's cleaver. So
awesome.
That I've been looking for the past 3 years.
I will sharpen it for you.
It just needs to be sharpened, and the blade needs to be cleaned up. Everything else on it's fine.
Deal.
Today's show. So what we're going to hit today, I've got some beer.
Well, let's get into that before it gets warm.
It'll be fine.
Nobody wants room temp beer.
It'll be what it is. It'll be fine. It's German.
I'm not a beer guy.
It's German. It'll be fine.
Germans.
So I'm going to jump around here a bit.
Stupid Volkswagen.
I always say that there's nothing good that comes out of Canada. I found one good thing that comes out of Canada.
Crown Royal Apple.
No, Ryan Reynolds.
Right.
Shout out to Ryan Reynolds, the only good thing that comes out of Canada. And
Alanis Morissette.
No, that's too ironic. Don't you think?
Yeah, probably.
All right.
Letterkenny's out of Canada. Have you watched that show
I
yet?
have not because I don't have Hulu.
Oh, I might give you Hulu.
No.
I might pay for a month just so you. I've watched it all the way through twice now. Dude, watching through the second time, it brought me to tears.
I've watched there's one video that I watched that was on YouTube where a guy shows up in like a Honda Civic.
Oh yeah,
and he's like, "Nice shirt. The muscles coming later."
Yeah,
they just make fun of the guy.
Dude, they do a whole bit on CrossFit with the 2 hockey players. You would love.
So I've seen some of I've watched that video, and I've tried to look up other videos, but I can't find any other videos.
I'll show you. I got a couple good ones I can send you.
Either way, so we've got beer that we're going to try.
That's German.
It's German beer.
Okay.
We've got some news we're going to go over, and we'll see how far we get into that, and then we'll end the show and with whatever.
Okay.
So, well, we're going to babble.
Hey, somebody called the press right now. Some breaking news. We are going to babble.
We're going to babble on.
I was told during one of my Instagram videos, I get bored in my shop if I'm alone, so I finally started going to my Instagram story. Because I'm like, Instagram, like on Facebook, it alerts everybody that has alerts on anyway.
Right.
Hey, Randy's live. Well, most people don't give a crap. There's a reason they only interact with me on Facebook because they can unfollow or block me like you did. That's fair. Well, on Instagram, I go on, it's like only the other like knife makers or friends that want to interact or want to see what you're up to with your knives or whatever can click on it. So it's not going to blow up their phone. Yeah. So I'll put it on Instagram. I'll set my phone down. I'll just be talking while I'm working and kind of explain what I'm doing and BS. And my one buddy watched it. He's like, dude, that was 17 minutes. And another guy was like, yeah, you just ramble a lot.
That's what we do here.
I said, that's kind of my gift.
Yeah.
I'm a rambler. But I'm not a gambler or a backbiter.
I don't even know what a backbiter is.
That's Johnny Cash lyrics.
You've said that before, and the only thing I can think of as a backbiter is, well, we're not getting into that.
I think it's like somebody stabs you in the back, like a hypocrite or a two-faced friend.
Because I've got some different picture in my mind on what a backbiter is.
A kinkier one?
Yeah, much kinkier. Much kinkier.
Well, while you're explaining or doing what you're doing with the beer, I'm going to Google backbiter and see exactly what Google says it is. All right, got mine. Oh, it's still cool.
I put it in a frosty glass. So this yellow lager that I claim comes from Germany.
You claim, so it may not. Okay.
So go ahead and lift that up.
It came from Obetz.
Maybe.
Ohio. I think I know where this came from. I think I know where you bought this at.
You do?
Did you buy it in Central Ohio?
No.
Or was this on your trip? Okay. Then
I bought this on my trip.
I was going to say you got it from Brewdog.
No, I didn't get this from Brewdog.
Oh, I like the glass. I'm keeping the glass.
It's got an OSU logo on it.
Etched Block O.
Yep.
All right.
So
I'm going to give her a sniff and a taste. And no, I'm not a beer guy overall.
That's all right.
My nose is so stuffed up, but I'm smelling. It's a lighter beer.
It's very much a light beer.
It's very, Very clear. Nice little light amber color.
It's a daily drinker.
It's some kind of a citrus.
Okay.
I'm getting either like a grapefruit or an orange, or it's almost like a Blue Moon, but not that orangey.
So it could be an IPA, which would be a...
IPAs are pumpkin spice lattes for white dudes.
hipsters. So, go
Right,
ahead.
I'll give her a taste.
What do you think?
It's really good.
You like it?
That kind of taste. The smirk on your face tells me I'm not going to like what you say about it. Because it's probably something I said. I know what this is. I know exactly what it is.
Yeah? What do you think it is?
I think it's that Natty Light that we just talked about. That's what I was trying to find.
This is
Because I was going to say this tastes like a summer shandy.
This is so
It's kind of a fruity.
It's so gross.
No, it's like the summer shandy.
It is gross.
It's like lemonade and beer mixed.
I hate lemonade and beer mixed.
It's I mean, it's not bad. I actually don't mind drinking it. This is that. What's it called?
It's called Naturdays from Natural Light.
So it's a pink and yellow can.
It is a strawberry lemonade.
Okay,
beer.
so I was right on the fruity.
It is absolutely disgusting.
But see, here's the thing: you've not given me one of your good beers, so I have no benchmark for a good beer. My good beer is a Yingling.
I've got a couple down in the fridge. I will be more than happy after this to cleanse your palate.
Well, yeah, because the second drink definitely get more of it doesn't taste like beer. It's weird.
It tastes like strawberry lemonade that has a fizz to it.
Yeah, I mean, this is
Carbonated.
not something I would go buy, but to sit here and drink it with you, it's not bad. Like, it's not making me gag.
No, so I got this on when we were down in Cincinnati.
How many did you have to buy?
6.
That's okay. That's a small because I know you wanted one.
I wanted one.
you bought 6. He walks outside and hands a 5-pack to like some 16-year-old kid. Like, I don't want these.
So
I just need one.
We were down in Cincinnati, and we stopped by Jungle Jim's.
Okay.
And I'm walking through the beer section, and Liz points out, she goes, "Oh, there's a 30-pack of that Natty Light that you and Randy were talking about." She goes, "Go ahead, just go pick it up." It was like $9.99
for a 30-pack.
It was something stupid. It was stupid.
I think it's more expensive to buy 30 bottles of water than it is.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was stupid for the 30-pack, and I'm
weird.
like, I don't want 30 of those.
I mean, it looks nice. It's still bubbling. Bubbles are rising from the bottom like a nice beer.
Right.
It's still got a nice little froth on top. It's nice and cool.
That's the glass, keeping it cold.
Right, but it's weird.
So she goes, never mind, don't get the 30-pack. She goes, there's a 6-pack over there. The 6-pack's $3.39 for the 6 16-ounce cans. I'm standing there, and me just being my loudmouth self, I pick it up, and I'm like, I don't want 6 of these. I only want one.
Who hurt you?
Stock boy, who works in I shouldn't call him a stock boy, but whoever their employee is working in the beer aisle, and he goes, we can break down cans. What do you want? And I turn around, and I hold this up. He goes, "Oh, we can't break those down. They're too cheap." I'm like, "I will give you." I just looked. I'm like, "I'll give you 39 cents for one can." He's like, "We'll give you 39 cents for one can."
He's like, "Bro, that's been on the shelf for 5 months. We have not sold one."
He's like, "That's way too cheap to buy one of those."
$3.39 for that. Now, here's the thing. I can see when I was college age and me and my buddy moved in together. He went to Tiff and I went to DeVry. Well, he transferred from Tiff to DeVry, and we got a place together, and I was drinking Coors Light. That was my cheap beer choice. It was inexpensive, but it wasn't.
This is cheaper than that.
He would drink Natty Light, and he brought Natty Light in the house the first time, and I said, you know what? I heard so much about, because I didn't live in dorms. He did. Heard so much from all these college people about Natty Light. I'm going to try one. I took one sip and dumped it down the drain. I told him to get the rest out of the house. We became a Coors Light only, like Coors Light or better house, and that's saying something. But that was poor college kid. But I don't do beer. I haven't had beer in my fridge, and I can't tell you how long. If I had a 6-pack of Yingling last me like 6 months. A good beer with a good steak, if it complements it, that's fine. I got a buddy that really wants me to try some Guinness. He's a huge Guinness guy. He drinks all of them the right way, like the one you're supposed to drink in a chalice, the one you're supposed to drink in a Pilsner glass or whatever. And I don't know that much about beer. It's so deceiving, though. I mean, the bubbles, I'm still looking towards the window through the glass, and it looks so cool and refreshing.
It's
like you could drink this after mowing under the 90-degree sun all day in the summer.
If you liked a lemonade beer,
or lemonade in general, because this really doesn't taste like beer at all. It tastes more like strawberry lemonade than it does to beer to me.
Yeah, but this isn't my thing. Like, this is not. I don't like shanties.
Yeah.
I like lagers. I like light beers.
Right.
I don't like shanties.
But you don't like the Lingenfelder's Summer Shandy?
No,
Like Blue Moon, any of the fruity beers?
No.
Blue Moon I like.
Blue Moon I like, but that's a wheat ale.
Right. It's more of a, yeah.
And you just drop an orange in it. This isn't.
No, this ain't the same at all.
This ain't even close.
I would not disgrace Blue. What octane is this? How many?
Let's see. Where are we at here? It's probably 4.2. If I had to guess, if I can even find it.
The can is so ugly, you can't even find what percentage alcohol.
You know what? The can is beautiful.
You think it's beautiful?
I love the can because the can has. Get rid of the natural light. I love the can with all the flamingos on it.
With the flamingos, you do like weird canned.
I do like
too.
weird cans. So,
your house would look like a college dorm if you weren't married. You'd have all these random.
I would have. I still have random.
Everywhere.
I still have random shit down in the basement. Honestly, I cannot find.
Man, we could probably Google it faster than this.
I know the APV on this. If I had to guess, it's probably 4.2 or 3.4 because I think that's what Natty is anyway.
3.4. No wonder it's so cheap.
It's not.
While you're looking for that backbiter definition, I was right. It's a person who says nasty things about another person behind the second person's back.
Sweet.
So we were right on that. Now I'm going to look up Naturdays.
Yeah, look up the Natter because I don't see it on the can. Usually it's listed on the can, but somehow they got away with not putting it on here.
4.2.
Anyway, 4.2. So I was right.
You were correct. So relatively low octane.
Yeah, it's. I don't know. I'm gonna finish it because I won't let bad beer go to waste. Like I'm not gonna dump it. Anyway, we got new stuff to go over. I'm gonna get my hands on like 2 or 3 other beers to cleanse the palate. Just because I can't go this. Yeah, yuck. Anyway, okay, so we got some new stuff to go over. How do you feel about HOAs, homeowners associations?
I won't live anywhere that has one. Period.
Yeah,
I won't.
Why is that?
Because if I'm paying for property, I don't want somebody else to be able to tell me what to do on it. Period.
So, in some cases, they don't necessarily tell you what you can do, but they help to keep things
from turning into a trailer trash junkyard.
Right. They help keep things in order.
Right.
So they don't necessarily tell you what you can do, but they help to keep things in order.
I want the HOA to do what I want my government to do.
Stay out.
Well, no, not necessarily. So long as what the other person is doing next to me or in our neighborhood or wherever does not harm any human being or anybody else's property in any way, stay out of it. Right? So,
right.
For example, my aunt has a condo.
Right.
She had to get a new front door put on. Got the new front door put on. My aunt is single, hardworking, works long hours, lives alone. Mm-hmm. Her and her English bulldog, right? Well, the door she ordered was red, but it wasn't the same red as the rest of the neighborhood, but she figured, I'll get somebody to paint it when I can. She's not a painter. She'd rather pay somebody.
Okay.
She got a notice that her door was not the appropriate shade of red. All the doors had to be this exact color in this condo community. She's like, yeah, I know. Look, I did my best to buy one that was a shade of red. I'll get to when I can. The very next day after she let them know nicely, somebody had come and painted her door for her.
Oh, no, that's
kind of sketchy anyway. The newest one is, hey, you all have to get your roofs replaced. Everybody goes, what's wrong with our roofs? Nothing. Why are we getting replaced? Well, we want them all to match, and we're getting these ones replaced, and we want all of these to match this newer shingle collar or whatever. Okay, fine. Here's the kicker. They don't know what happened to the funds that they've been saving for years to do this project, so every person has to pay themselves. So they're trying to mandatorily make people make people pay for a new roof that they don't need. That's BS.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now,
that's
here's where I was talking with some friends about this. Like, well, HOAs do some good because, if you're in a neighborhood and somebody wants to have like 47 washers and dryers because they run a side business repair shop and they're all in the backyard and scattered, it brings down your property value. If somebody has a bunch of junk cars rotting away in their front yard, it brings down your property value. Things like that.
Yeah.
I agree, but that still falls under my affecting somebody else's property.
Okay.
So if somebody else is doing crap that's driving down your property value, that shouldn't be allowed. But so long as, next door, say your neighbor here, which say this one right here.
Yeah.
You can see both your house from the road.
Right.
Both look nice.
Yep.
Landscape pretty well. Clean.
Yep.
Nothing out in the yard. Nothing rotting away. Well, if somebody said you have to have your door match theirs, exactly, but they want a heather green door and you want a evergreen colored door, and those are two different greens and they don't match, that's bullcrap. What's it matter?
Right.
Because it doesn't affect either one of them.
The style should be I could say the style should be the same. Like if it's a craftsman style.
Can or can't be. I mean, some HOA places they have like 3 or 4 different floor plans and that's it.
Right. Well, no, that's.
Oh, you're talking about the style of the door?
I'm talking the style of the door. Because there's different styles of doors, like a 6-panel door versus a 4-panel door and a craftsman door.
Well, you can have a door with a window, a door without a window, but what's that matter? If they have a window in their door and you don't, it doesn't really bother you any.
No, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it just depending on the type of style.
So I'm saying there shouldn't be. My problem with the HOA is when they go around, and it's funny because I read one of those like Ranker articles or something a week or two ago about people's horror stories with the HOAs. Mm-hmm. So it's talking about how this person would literally go around with a ruler and measure grass, right?
Oh, I've heard. Yeah, I've seen
things like that. Like that's what I'm saying.
That's stupid.
Overall. Now, and granted, you hear way more the negative than you do the positive. That's with anything,
right?
But every interaction I've personally had with HOAs, and I've never lived under one, I just know a lot of people that has always been dumb stuff like that. Hey, you need a new roof. No, I don't. Well, you're right, you don't, but you have to pay to get a new one so it matches ours.
Oh, see, I wouldn't be doing that.
Exactly. So that's my issue with HOAs. Do they do good? I think the concept is good, but the problem is you put people. Here's my thing: if you lived in a neighborhood that had an HOA, would you want to be in charge of it and have all that headache?
Oh, hell no.
Right, but you're also the kind of guy that wouldn't care about the dumb little stuff. The people that do are the ones that want the power and want the control.
Right,
and those are people that are going around with rulers and measuring grass and telling you they'll take a collar palette to your door or whatever and have it tested and be like you're one shade off of red or whatever. So overall, HOAs to me are.
Hey.
More harmful than anything. Oh, what
it's
in
Liz.
the world? Oh, you sent a text, didn't you?
I did.
Your wife is way too good for you.
Oh, you brought the Maltov. Okay.
And here's the thing. You've taken a few sips off of this garbage. Have you tried it yet, Liz?
No.
Give it a shot.
It doesn't smell bad.
I actually don't think it tastes that bad. It's not something I'd go after all the time. But it's like something you could just drink with like a burger. It tastes like lemonade to me.
What are your thoughts?
Better than regular Natty Light.
Better than regular Natty Light.
Well, anything's better than regular Natty Light.
Right. Water that's
Weird.
It is weird.
Yeah.
Liz says it's weird. How many donuts would you give it out of 5?
So Randy described it as more of like a summer shanty. Like a Langenkugel. It's not as prominent.
Yeah.
It's like a lighter version, a watered down version of a fruitier summer shandy. She has no idea.
See someone that doesn't really like beer drinking.
Exactly.
But
I feel like this is what they did.
My craft beer palate.
To Liz's
So
craft
you don't
beer
want to
palate,
keep you don't want to keep the other 5 cans that are down there?
No.
Okay.
give them to the girls.
I'll give
They
them
can
away.
handle
Did you tell them how much it costs?
Yeah.
$3.39.
Oh yeah, we went over all that.
The
I
guy
started laughing.
The guy offered me 39 cents when I offered him 39
Should
cents.
have been like, I'll just give you $3 for one of them, so I don't have to haul back the other 5. Like I'll pay full price, just give me the one. $3, man, for 6-pack. You can't even get a single beer in the stadium for that.
Huh?
There's no coffee stout down there.
There should be. There should be a coffee stout in the back of the fridge.
He hides it.
Oh.
So Martelle texted his wife apparently, and she brought up 3 different cans I can't see. So we'll get into those, I'm sure.
We'll get into one of those. Not
One
all
of
3.
them. That's fine.
There's like $30 in beer sitting right
Oh,
here.
and 3 cans. So we went from 6 cans for $3 to $30 for 3 cans. Whoa, that is a hike.
Thank you. All right, yeah. So with that, in the HOA, leads us to the news article. So you're talking about them basically saying, "Oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. We're going to fine you for your door being off Keller." This woman, her name is Catherine. She lives in Tennessee. She got fined $100 from her homeowners association
Yes.
because her Honda Element left the image of a penis, in the parking lot from snow.
Yeah, the melted snow. So the heat from her vehicle running.
Not even the heat from her vehicle
just
running.
the way it fell.
The way that the snow fell and where her car was parked,
In the way, yeah.
it left
it really
the
wasn't.
outline of a penis, which it doesn't even look like a
It
penis.
looks more like a dog bone.
It's more of a dog bone shape.
Yeah.
It's not, but her homeowners association
Tried to find her $100 for the way the snow fell.
tried to find her $100.
And that's where I have problems with HOAs.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
We'll post
look,
a picture in the article.
We'll post the article, but it doesn't look like a penis.
No, it really doesn't. Like, I mean, if you're 12 and have the very creative imagination, or 35 like me and have a very creative imagination, you could kind of make a joke about it. But in the end, most guys would be like, no, it doesn't. Most normal human beings will go, no, you're being dumb.
Oh, Liz just sent me a text. Pretty sure that just made me feel like I'm going to get sick. 3 sips was too many.
We're going to say she's giving that one a 0 donuts.
That is a big fat negative.
I don't want to speak for somebody else on their donut count. We haven't rated it yet. How many donuts do you give this?
I'm giving it. I mean, I'll give it a 1.
I'll say I think we should do at least 1, like 1 being the lowest.
It's going to at least get a 1. I mean, it's.
I'm going to give it. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be fair. Just like we did with the cheap bourbons, like your Heaven's Hill, I rated that really high based on price. It was about a 3 bourbon. I think I gave it a 4. So I know I gave it an extra point just because it was so cheap.
Right.
I'm going to give this a 1.5, not a full 2. But 1.5. I'm sipping on it like I haven't drank not even half what you've given me.
You've drank less than I have. I'm kind of taking big gulps to get rid of it.
Yeah. Oh, do we have to get rid of this?
You can dump it down the drain if you like. I will not be offended.
I'd have to stand up.
I won't be offended.
What if I gave it to Diesel? He probably wouldn't even drink it.
He's passed out already.
I would pass on this one, folks. If you see the pink and yellow flamingo natty light can and natural light on the can is not enough to deter you, I would hard pass.
If you're 19 and in college, go for it.
If it's the only thing you can afford, the only thing you can get, hey, do your thing. We're not going to judge you.
But
if you got $3.39, do your thing.
If you're a real housewife of some county, go for it.
This right here is Real Housewives of Pike County.
This is
what this is.
This is complete and total garbage. Like I said, so you didn't know this.
Real Housewives of Adams County.
My buddy Matt, who listens to the show,
Ross County.
I sent him a picture of me holding up the 6-pack, and he's like, "Good God, I hope that's for science."
Oh man, that's rough in a big gulp.
Oh yeah, it's horrible.
Little sips not as bad. Rough on a big gulp.
It's so bad. Like it's
way worse when you like drink like you're trying to drink it with a meal.
Wait till we do cake stands with it.
Ooh. Hard. I want to see. I'll see you get the guys that are going to hold me up for a cake stand.
God, we're just going to prop you up against a wall.
Right.
It's so bad.
I'll do a keg, lay down on my side until the keg over.
So bad. Anyway, so
I got it. This is not good.
So HOAs.
I'm a hard pass on them. I
suck.
The one story I liked, I read this whole story about this woman who moved into a neighborhood, and the HOA president came over and was trying to basically impose their will. They had a fake, like a person dressed up as an officer.
Okay.
Kind of impersonating an officer kind of deal.
Well, that's illegal.
She come to find out she had practiced law. Well, she didn't sign the HOA agreement, which means technically she didn't have to abide by those rules.
Okay.
So they tried to make it miserable and try to get her. Well, like one of them was, you can't have an open fire in your backyard, which meant you can't even have a charcoal grill, like on your back deck. So she decided, since she went in the HOA, she found out all these people in the neighborhood had been living under this dude's rule for like 8 years like this. So she painted the house the color she wanted. It was like a slightly different tan. She decided to have a barbecue and invited everybody. Well, then she got even more clever. She realized, because she read through all the bylaws, and she said it was like 50-something pages. Since she was not under the HOA agreement, she could do what she wanted. So she even found out that she could legally host barbecues at other people's houses that weren't allowed to. So she would go, oh, we're having a barbecue here, and then she would conveniently have to go somewhere. Oh, I can't make it at the last minute. So folks started having their own little barbecues, and neighbors started to come into life, and the dude finally got ticked off. And then I forget the one last thing that happened, but the HOA dude and his wife called the cops, and they ended up getting arrested for whatever it was. They all went to court, and she won. So.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I understand the point of HOAs in most cases. I know probably the vast majority of them are fine, and you don't hear anything about them.
Right. So as long as they're
if you keep
not
your grass
trying
mowed, your place ain't trashed, we're going to leave you alone.
Well, as long as they're not trying to impose their will.
Right.
Like
which I have a problem with anybody doing
whoever's
that.
the HOA president.
Right.
Because they're usually the one who's dictating all the nonsense. They're
Dictators?
Not, yes. Dictators.
Is that hyphen?
No, it's one word.
Dictator?
DICTASTER. Dictators.
Tasters?
As long as they're not trying to impose their will, then
Oh, this is so bad, dude. It's
go
getting
dump it
worse.
out.
Nah, I don't want to get up and you finish yours, so I'm going to finish mine. It's
I'm
not
done.
that much, and it's, ugh.
Well, we're going to have to rinse out cups because there is no way I'm going to contaminate anything that I had Liz bring up with that.
So, anyway, yeah, with
Yeah,
HOAs, I'm
so-
a hard pass on them.
All right. Yeah. 0 donuts.
On the HOAs, yeah. No, here's the thing. Like, I was born in Columbus, spent the first half of my childhood in Columbus. You know, in middle school, we moved down. Towards the end of middle school, we moved down to Circleville. And once we were in Circleville, we lived in a townhome for a year and a half while my folks got their house built outside of town.
Yeah.
So I went from the city to live in the middle of cornfield, and our closest neighbor was from here to about probably where yours is. But after that, it was like about half a mile down the road.
Right.
You know, for the other house been built since then, but so I went from like you call your buddy, hey, you want to play hockey? Yeah, you get your rollerblades on and go out in the court,
Yeah.
or you ride your bike down the street and play ball, or you know, you have people all around you, to nothing. And I was really bummed. But the older I got, and especially high school, the more I realized, holy crap, you have giant bonfires that are so big the cops get called to you, they come out and they'll start eating a hot dog.
Right.
They just want to make sure like nobody's
Nothing's on
dying,
fire.
it's not an accident. I heard of potato guns, right?
Yeah.
So you take PVC, make a little canister,
Man.
use a grill igniter. Well, out there, we started making some 7-8 foot long, had the canister so big and filled with so much crap that it would just obliterate potatoes, so we'd use apple cores. Yeah, so it was just stuff like that. We rode 4-wheelers all the time. Stuff you can't do in the city, and I was just like, I don't ever want to move back to where somebody has to tell me what I can and can't do.
Country
you want to shoot a
living's-
gun? Somebody gets a new gun, we walk out on the back patio and start shooting.
Yeah. Country living is much more fun.
Much more better.
Much
DJ
it's much more
disagrees
better.
that we've had on here a bunch. Every time I do something like that, he puts hashtag just rurally things.
Whatever.
But I love it. You can't convince me that living in town where somebody tells me what to do and you can hear your neighbor fart, from their family room.
The
that
best
is better
is,
than living out here.
Like I'll tell you what, the best combination is there's a subdivision over here. There's no HOA on this subdivision. That's just right around the corner here. So
Yeah,
they're
I know what
they're
you're talking
rural.
about. I drive past it on the way here.
They're rural.
Right.
They've got the best of both worlds.
Because they've got the neighbors.
They've
that
got
they
the
can interact
neighbors
with,
that they
but-
can interact with. They're not super close.
Right. They got decent sized yards.
They each have 2 acres.
Yeah.
So they've got not enough, in my opinion, but they each got 2 acres. They can do 4-wheelers. They can walk out and shoot guns
Yeah.
because no one's going to complain. They're far enough out. I mean, because
It's not a
they're
real
out
big
here.
development either. It's
No.
like you have 100-some houses there.
Not even that.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
So, but yeah, HOAs suck. So,
HOAs are the Naturdays.
the devil.
of
They're the devil.
home living.
All right, so
I'm going to finish this off.
finish that off so that we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back. Hey, welcome back. We are back. We had to get the taste of the Natty Light out of our palate.
Yeah,
That was
it's not good.
That was bad. That
I
was
am using
awful.
Blue Powerade with Ion 4 Advanced Electrolyte System.
Yeah, I just
Mountain Berry Blast.
Drank
to
some
get-
water.
You just drink water.
got a drink of water when I ran downstairs. So
I mean, when I first sipped it, I smelled it. I was like, oh, it's not a strong odor. A little bit of a fruit smell.
It's
Smelled
very
fine.
light.
Well, even Liz said it smelled fine. Took the first little tiny sip. Not bad. It tastes like a really smooth, cool beer.
Yeah,
The more you drink it, the worse it got.
gets.
And maybe it had to do with the fact that it was getting warmer, or maybe it just had to do with the fact that it's bad beer to start with.
It's just bad beer to start with.
that
Mine
it had to be
stayed
so cold. I mean, it was cold. It was still cold, but the more, and that wasn't even a bunch of beer. That was half. I mean,
But you got
7,
8 ounces. You got about 8 ounces.
Man, that was rough.
That was bad.
Ugh.
All right, so our next topic in our news that we're going to cover today is deceptive packaging,
Yes.
marketing practices.
I hate this.
So there are in this article they show different things like a pizza package that is covering up half the pizza. It shows pepperoni on one side, but when you take the pizza out, there's no pepperoni.
Yeah, so
it's
like the
half and
cardboard
half.
box, like there's a half window open so you can see the pizza.
Right.
That's clear. And
So-
it's all covered pepperoni. We pull it out. The other half is just blank.
Being in marketing, this absolutely irritates the hell out of me. Seeing the Natty Light can with all the pretty pink flamingos on it, and
I mean, it's definitely more attractive than we were talking like a Budweiser, Bud Light, like a plain can.
so
Now
yeah,
they're not going to change much because it's iconic,
Right.
You know what
They're-
Bud Light
you know
looks
what
like.
it
You know
is.
Coors Light's got the silver can. This stands out in a beer aisle.
if I saw this can and it didn't say Natural Light on it,
You'd buy it and be intrigued.
I would buy this, and I would be super intrigued. And when I drank it, I would be super pissed
That you just drank piss.
that I just drank piss
Strawberry
water.
lemonade piss water.
Strawberry lemonade urinal water.
Yeah.
If
The can does look way nicer than the beer is. I'll give it that.
The can is absolutely beautiful and super deceptive if you didn't say natural
It's
light
like a
on it.
gradient pink from the top to yellow at the bottom.
Yellow with
all these flamingos
so-
everywhere.
This is a deceptive can. Now, EvilTwin Brewing,
We have 3 beers that Martell has not let me see the labels of. They're facing away.
they do things and you have no idea what this is.
I have no clue. I'm not a beer guy.
Just anybody. You would look at this and go, Malta of Heavy.
Well, you have the
It
one
is-
beer you like that I don't get.
It is a black can
Okay, well, it's a silver can with a black label.
with a black label. Well,
It looks like a sticker on it. It looks like a shipping label turned
it is.
sideways.
It's just a sticker on it.
Yeah, that's
I
all
mean,
it looks. It
all
looks
it is
very
is-
cheap.
Is the sticker. It says
looks
Malta
like
of
a-
Heavy.
It looks like a malt liquor can thing I would get on like Livingston Avenue. It looks like it was canned in somebody's house.
This beer is a craft beer from a brewery called EvilTwin Brewing out of New York.
You speak of them highly.
I love EvilTwin Brewing. I wish they would respond to the shit that I send them on Instagram asking about the limited release stuff that they're doing in New York, but they're dense as hell. So, and they don't respond to any social media.
So their marketing is not deceiving. They suck at marketing.
They don't suck at marketing. They suck at responding.
Oh, okay. It's a customer service thing.
Yeah, it's a customer service thing, which is
So they make a good product. They market well.
something we talked about before.
Yes, we also do like poor customer service.
Poor customer service. But their product is absolutely fantastic.
Okay.
This is an IPA. This is called an Imperial IPA, Indian Pale Ale. It is 17.2%.
Whoa, that's a heavy octane beer.
This is a super heavy octane
For those of you
beer.
that don't know, who don't, we talk about bourbon being 60, 70, 80, 100 proof. Beer being a lower proof / percentage. Proof is double percentage, basically. It's done differently. 17, your average beer that you would buy at a ballpark
6-7%.
Yeah, you're talking
Well,
six,
Bud Light is 4.2.
I was
Natty
saying,
Light is 4.2.
you're talking 4 to 6
Yeah.
average. Most of the beers that everybody knows, Miller, all that crap, you're talking 4 to 6. 17.2 is very. You're right. It is a stout beer. That's
It
hefty.
is. It is. It's very much. So the next one that I have is also from EvilTwin Brewing.
That is in malt liquor range,
This one,
like one of those spark drinks or something.
yeah.
So this is another Evil Twin,
This is
silver
another
can with a
EvilTwin.
label on it.
Silver twin or silver can with a label. I mean, that's their thing. They just
Like the label don't even wrap all the way around.
oh no, it doesn't.
I love the simplicity of it.
It's basic. I mean,
Yeah,
they
it's
take
like
a
here's
can
a sticker, we put it on the can.
and this is what it is. This one is an imperial stout. This is a malt beverage.
I've never heard, anytime I hear malt, unless you're talking milkshakes or malted milk balls, like malt just scares me because I've had so many bad experiences with malt liquors back in the day.
This one's 17.2%.
Hefty, man.
I drink high octane beer.
Apparently.
Okay. This has 2 pictures on it that are super pixelated. So if you look at
Right,
it
there's
close,
like a bearded dude
you
and
look from far away, it's
baldish dude
it's a
with a
mosaic.
mustache, it looks like. Yeah, it's very pixelated. Mosaic, yes.
It's a mosaic. So
Cool label.
Cool label.
I like both the labels so far.
yeah, cool label. The next one's from Platform. Now
Okay.
their can is printed. Platform's out of Cleveland. Their
So that's printed right on the can.
it's built into the can. It's not
Pretty
it's
cool.
not a label. Their thing is everything's the same with them. They just change the colors up on the bands
Oh, okay. So
for
we
what
got,
they do.
We have 4 bands at the bottom: red, yellow, purple, and then
Purple
yellow
and,
again.
and then another yellow. This is a sour.
Ooh, I don't like the sound of that.
These are good. So this is more fruity.
Okay,
Okay, kind of like what we had. So
the taste's still in my mouth even after drinking Powerade.
this is a blackberry, lemon, and sea salt goose style ale.
What's a goose style ale?
It's a
what's
sour.
that even mean?
I have no idea. But it's a
See,
sour.
I feel like when you get craft beers, they're literally just like you can name it anything you want.
Well, it's all part of whatever
this
it was.
is a bear paw brewed, left
Ooh.
cheek,
There we
log
go. Bear
splitter.
paw. Bear paw ale.
Did we just start something?
We may have. We just came up with something.
Hurrah.
It's this was brewed out in the sticks, amongst the evergreens. It's the bear paw ale
In Cleveland.
in Alaska.
Oh, you're talking about our bear paw one,
yeah,
yeah.
in Alaska.
In Alaska. Made with glacier water.
Made with glacier water. So this is a sour. So this actually has, I drank 2 of these last night. This is actually has think of kind of like a Sour Patch Kid. So it's sour.
So sour and sweet? Because I like the sweet.
Not sweet. Just
I don't like just the sour.
well, yeah, it's got kind of a.
I like the little
sweet.
guys that like punch you in the eye and then they give you a hug. You get the sour and then
This
you get
will
the
do
sweet.
that. Yeah, this will do that. This has got a sour and then a sweet
But
to
if it's
it.
just sour, I'm going to tell you right now, not like your expensive beer.
So
we got 3.
So we got 3.
Okay.
So we'll pick one. We'll taste it. But this deceptive marketing,
Right.
is one of those things that kind of drives me insane. Where you get,
it's the bag of chips.
yeah,
That's the most common
absolutely.
one.
So the bag
most
of
common
chips.
one everybody talks about. You buy a bag of chips, it's at least like 60% air.
So
Minimum.
I've run into that with Lay's
Oh yeah. Well,
years ago
any chips.
when they released the baked Lay's.
Yep.
So I think that was like 90, right around 98.
I'll say it was late 90s or 2000s. I
It
thought.
was right around 98. They released the baked Lay's, and when I was working in Coriopolis, I went to the vending machine. Coriopolis, Pennsylvania.
Literally, a dude just named Corey was like, "This is my town."
He's like, oh yeah,
"We need a name." Coriopolis.
Everything was an opolis to make it sound
Jeez.
larger. So
Podunk Towns.
was working
named
in.
after dudes named Corey.
I would like to say it is a podunk town, but it's actually quite large.
I've never heard of it. All right, so you're working in Coreytown.
Working in Coriopolis, went to the vending machine to get a bag of chips to go with my sandwich that I got out of the deli. Downstairs in my office,
Which is 90% bread. These are the biggest bread one that lives amount of meat usually.
no, this
Was it a good one?
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Fair enough.
This is a business, an office building deli. This isn't like some deli that I go off to. This is so here nor there. Get the bag of baked Lays, 3 chips in the bag.
Just 3 chips total.
3 chips total in the bag. So this is the time of emails. Like, email's a new thing. So
you emailed the company.
I did email
about your 3 chips.
I emailed Lay's about
What'd
my 3
they say?
chips.
Did they even reply?
They did, actually. It was, sorry to hear about the 3 chips, blah, 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 blah.
We usually put 5 in each bag.
What's your address? We'll get this taken care of. Well, I was just like, send him my address in Toronto where I lived at the time with my parents, and like weeks go by and nothing.
Right, you kind of just forget about it.
I'm like, oh,
Nothing's
nothing. So I'm sitting at work one day and I get a call from my mom. Hey, package just showed up for you from Lay's. She goes, it's a case of chips. They sent me a case of chips. Of baked Lay's.
Of baked Lays?
Yeah, and not like the little bags of chips. They sent like a case of the full-size chips, like 24 bags of chips.
Well, I mean, at least they made it right.
They made it right. That case of chips didn't last like 2 weeks.
Yeah, the one picture I saw last week or something that made me think about this was a guy. It was like tortilla chips, right?
Oh, yeah.
So they had the label up top and then the clear panel at the bottom so you can see them. He flipped them upside down.
And they're all
Said,
gone.
no, yeah, you can't see them. He said, I flipped the bags to expose them.
Yeah,
it's like all the chips go down the bottom. You realize it's only half full, if that.
If that, yeah. And that's all a weight thing. So what they do is what I come to find out is they weigh how much chips are going into the bag.
Yeah.
And then they fill the bag up with air.
Right.
And that's a shipping thing.
Right. So they don't get crushed.
So the
But
chips
with
don't get
Pringles,
crushed.
you always know you're getting that big old full fat
Getting-
tube.
That's right.
And it's going to be stacked to the top. And once
Pringles
you pop,
aren't
you can't stop.
Pringles aren't even chips. They aren't even potatoes.
They're delicious, though.
I will not debate that. You are correct.
I love Pringles, man.
So
The pizza Pringles, I slam on those.
sour cream and onion
I
and
slam
cheddar
on those. Yep. I'll slam
Together.
on those, all of them.
together. All right. So
What was the other? Oh, I found one. My Beth takes Excedrin, like the extra strength migraine.
yeah.
It's like it's the only one that works, blah, blah. I did not do a lot of research, but according to the article I read, Excedrin and Excedrin extra strength migraine are the exact same thing. Same ingredients.
Oh, really?
To a T. I did not do a lot of investigation, but that's what this article is claiming, is that there's deceptive marketing and things like that because there's no rule against you saying that this is a strong
One
product.
versus the other.
Because they could literally say, well, we're just thinking about remarketing, so we're testing the market. Or repackaging, I mean.
Oh, that's bullshit.
I'm not saying that's what's happening with Excedrin. I'm not saying, like I said, that's just from the article I read on Deceptive marketing. And there's a whole lot of, it's like handyman services. I'm a contractor, and I've done this for 30 years. You hire him to do something in your house and come find out it's just a dude that bought some tools at a flea market.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Like, it can be on a corporate level, it can be on a smaller level. But anytime that, it's kind of like a customer service thing. When you promise me something and don't deliver, when I think that I'm buying a quality product with my hard-earned money and it's trash, that's not cool. We should have HOAs over them, telling them
well, there is
how to make.
So
there are regulations for certain things.
There are regulations about misleading and false advertisement.
Well, now here's a big one that happened a few years back. Most people don't know about spring water.
Oh yeah,
Used to be every bottle of water you said spring water.
right.
A lot of it was just tap water that had been filtered. Mm-hmm. So now the law is it cannot say spring water anywhere on the label unless it's truly spring water.
Unless it actually comes from a
spring.
spring.
Like Dasani and like a bunch of the big ones that charge $2 for a bottle of water or $3.
It's just tap water.
It's tap water. Ice Mountain, 99-cent bottle with the big one with the flip-up cap, which is really convenient.
Yep.
Real spring water.
Real spring water.
Which is what I've been drinking all along anyway. So,
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's the whole deceptive marketing thing. Chevy's one that I love because I'm not a Ford guy per se. Actually, traditionally, I like the older trucks. I like Chevys better. My 78 Chevy, Dad's 52, the 49 chassis I bought, it's a Chevy. It's a GMC chassis I bought to hopefully rebuild someday. So I've got an 82 Ford. If I bought new, I'd buy a Ford simply because, well, the aluminum doesn't rust, and I think the EcoBoost is about the tits.
Right.
I don't think you can beat the EcoBoost in a half-ton gas engine right now, period. But those Chevy commercials where it's like, hey, everybody climb in this cage and they let bears in the room. It's like not paid actors. And they'll act like they're freaking out. And the guy's like, these bars are made of steel. Those ones are made of aluminum like Fords. And the bears crush this aluminum cage, which is total bullcrap anyway.
Right.
Or when they did the dent test. Ford's new aluminum body dents and actually punctures holes. If you watch the Chevy one, there's a hole puncture on the Chevy one and they recut it. But you don't see it unless you see the YouTube video guy did exposing them.
Right.
So basically, Chevy did all these commercials. Come to find out, they are all paid actors. They're not paid. They're not actors by profession. So they were able to say they're not paid actors, but they did pay people to come in and basically go.
Well, they have to pay them.
I'm impressed.
Yeah.
Which my favorite commercial rebuttal was when Progressive made a spoof of that. When the guy was like, "What's next?" And his mom comes down the ceiling like, "Hey, Mom!" Like it's just the dumbest thing ever. But yeah, Chevy, and they're still putting out these commercials that are complete garbage.
Well,
and people are like, this commercial shows that Chevys are the best truck. And I'm like, you're dumb.
They all do the same thing. I mean, Toyota.
They all do. Ford does it. I'm not saying Ford doesn't do that, but
Toyota does it. I mean, there was what was it? They did there was a commercial where they're like this everything done on this commercial, blah 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 blah, and then they come to find out that they were using Toyotas to transport everything on the Chevy commercial or the Ford commercial.
Right.
I mean, it was.
The one Ford test I like, they tested all the half-ton trucks, even Toyota, Nissan, all the domestics. And in a bunch of the tests, the Ford was like dominating them. It was like the road test where they have to drive over the different bumps at certain speeds and all this. And the Toyota looked like the back end was like torquing. It was bouncing all over. And one test they did, the Ford actually didn't do as good as the Chevy. And they were like, this wasn't a commercial. This was a promo thing they did.
Right.
And they're like, we kind of slipped here a little. But I was like, okay, well, cool. Like, man up and admit it.
Right.
Don't try and spin it, or don't pull that clip out and show only the ones you're good at.
Right. They need to. Yeah. There needs to be less deceptive marketing.
It's all about
and more,
the dollar, man.
I know.
Everything's about the freaking dollar. That's why you got that pretty can. They want more people to pay $3.39 for a 6-pack of that garbage. Because if that didn't have that can, if it was just a silver can that said Naturdays and blue lettering,
no one would buy it.
Nobody'd buy it.
But
it doesn't say spring in a tropic area. That does. It's pink and yellow and has flamingos.
No, and it's targeted towards summer. I mean,
that's what I mean. It's summer and beach fun and all that.
This can, black, heavy malted. I mean, this is targeted towards this is
a man's beer.
Not even that. This is just heavy. Like, this is heavy. This is hardcore.
Yeah, I see that. I see it's just I call it a man's beer, but just a big, heavy, dark.
I don't even see it as a man's beer. I just see it as hardcore.
Well, maybe I'm sexist and don't know it.
Toxic.
Or am I sexy and don't know it?
So toxic.
I'm just kidding. I know I'm sexy.
I mean, this one I just see this is like
That's got 2 dudes on it. I'm triggered.
Like, I didn't even notice there were 2 dudes on it till just now. Like, honestly, I picked it up. I'm just like, oh, it's just like whatever.
Like a design.
A design.
I mean, it's very, very heavy. The mosaic is strong in that one.
The mosaic is super strong. I didn't realize it was 2 dudes on the can until we were just recording today.
That's kind of funny.
And the other one, I knew that they changed up the colors because I see Platform all the time. But anyway, so let's close out this show. Which one do you want to do?
Which one do you think I would like the best?
I don't know. So
Okay, I'm going to go right down the middle and get the one with the two dudes on it.
You want
I
the
don't
one
even
with the
remember
two
what it
dudes?
is. Yep.
So the Bozo beer.
I don't want the sour one.
Okay, so this is 17%. We don't have to do. You don't have to do a full 8 ounces.
No, I'm not worried about that. I just don't want to waste your expensive beer.
Well-
So how much is this? Because we're doing a full review on. Say what it is again. How much it
Okay,
is?
so this is Bozo beer from EvilTwin Brewing. It's 17.2%. 16-ounce can, 1 pint.
And what's that cost you?
It's $8.99 a can.
$8.99 per can.
It is black.
That looks like used motor oil. It's running down the glass like used motor oil.
It's super thick.
The foam is darker than beer.
It's so good.
I'm scared.
I'm going to give you like 4 ounces.
That's fine. I don't think I can take any more than 4. Oh, my goodness. This looks... It's cold.
It's cold.
It definitely smells like beer. It smells like beer and chocolate milk mixed.
It's so good, though.
Did you or did you not put Nesquik in your beer, Evil Twin?
Well, so they do. They have a couple that. So they're doing a candy bar series where there are videos of them dropping
like candy bars in
candy
it?
bars into the
While it's
beer
being
as they're
mixed?
getting
Like ground up or whatever?
No, full candy bar, like the little like fun size.
Yeah.
The guy is as the lid's being sealed. He's
Also,
just
there's one in each can.
not in each can. Surprise. You may
Surprise, your beer's either good or it might suck. We don't know.
No, well, no, the beer's good. You just may have
Well,
a
that's what
candy
I'm saying.
bar.
You don't know how the candy bar is going to change it.
You may have a candy bar in yours.
And maybe, dude, how freaked out would you be if you didn't know that, right? Random Joe Schmo like me. Hey, I've never heard of this Evil Twin. I'm going to open this. And you drink it. And the more you drink, the more you realize there's something rattling in there.
That'd be awesome.
That would, no, because you're thinking like
Those are
dead mouse.
Well,
You're thinking something's wrong here.
maybe.
You're not thinking candy bar. All right. We going to try this? I'm scared.
Go for it. I mean, I've had it.
I
so-
can't see. Okay, I'm holding this one up to the window and you cannot see through it.
No,
at all.
Why would you be able to see through it?
This isn't a beer. This is a light paint.
This beer is black.
This is dark stain. All right, here we go. We'll give it a shot. As you try and get a picture. Man, I'm kind of scared. I don't like it. Wow. Wow. You drink this stuff for fun?
Yeah,
Why?
it's amazing.
Well, disagree to disagree. Man, that's rough. You have so many good bourbons. Why would you drink this stuff?
Oh, this is good. This is so good.
Powerade ain't gonna get rid of this taste. I'm not gonna waste your expensive beer, but I'm glad you did not pour me even half a glass because this is. I feel like I'm drinking. It's like somebody took a beer and spilled a vat of maple syrup in it, but not as sweet. Just that thickness, that consistency.
Oh, so good.
Like you can't swish this between your teeth; it won't fit.
No,
it's like it is thick.
It's super thick.
Oh man, I can feel it coating my insides. It's seriously like a.
It's supposed to.
I don't think that's what beverages are supposed to do.
Absolutely, it's what it's supposed to do.
This is definitely a pumpkin spice latte for white dudes.
No. This isn't even close to that.
Yeah, it is. This is not good, dude. Like when I swirl the glass around,
It has
leaves
legs.
a coating on.
It has legs. That's the alcohol.
I've
Like
had
you do
alcohol.
this with wine, and the wine has legs. That gives you the alcohol content.
Bourbon doesn't do that, does it? Man,
Yes.
that's rough.
Yes, it does. Bourbon does that as well.
There's a chocolate aftertaste to it though, like a dark chocolate aftertaste. And I
Yeah.
don't like dark chocolate. Dark chocolate
It's so good. Do you want to try another one?
for a good time.
I'll be more than happy to open up the
called dark chocolate.
sour.
I don't think I want the sour.
So this is a screwballish imperial stout with hints of molasses, lactose, chocolate
Molasses.
almond, hazelnut, vanilla bean,
I was right
cinnamon oak spiral, chili marshmallow, something sugar, coffee, made for Bozos. It's right up your alley.
It's made for Bozos, but not this one. I definitely got the syrup / molasses. I can see that. That's close. And the chocolate, I said it was mentioned in there. I definitely taste the coffee. Whew, man, I don't know. Like I can drink
You're
it.
struggling.
No, I could drink. I could sit here and chug it if I had to, but it's like I don't want to. So I'm not enjoying this beer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's not the worst I've ever had. I'd take this over the Naturday.
Oh no, this is over the Naturday for sure. If you don't like this, you won't like the Imperial malt, the Maltov Heavy.
But price wise, $8.99 a can versus $3.39 for a 6-pack. I'm not buying this, bro. I'm taking Naturdays over it just for the price.
Well,
because I'm not. If I'm gonna drink between two beers I don't like, I'm gonna drink the cheap one at like $1 a can, less than $1 a can.
So this is.
Oh man, like where I've drank from, there's a film.
Yeah.
From this beer.
Oh, absolutely. This is. I mean, look at that.
And I've been wanting to try your pizza beer thing that you always post.
Well, this is one of those.
Is this the same? Is this along the same vein as that?
This is along the same vein.
So pizza. Now you told me that was a sweeter beer.
It is very much a sweeter beer.
So sweeter than this.
Yes.
That would be good because this is not that sweet.
I should have had her bringing that up instead.
I
said bring up the. I asked her to bring up a coffee stout. So this.
Yeah, I haven't been burping on
stout.
episodes, but it's just going to happen with this stuff.
I don't know that I have a big ass money stout downstairs.
Yeah, that's one I've been wanting to try.
That may be
because
gone.
you said it was sweeter.
It is very much sweeter.
This is not sweeter.
No. This
is going to give me mud butt.
Well,
tell you right now, I'm going to accidentally sharp myself on the way home.
That'd be. Take a picture.
This. Ooh, man. I mean, I'm going to drink it, but it's thick. I don't get how people enjoy thick beers. Like, when do you drink this? Just
it's a sipper.
You didn't sip it. You like downed yours.
What? That was only 4 ounces. I got a whole other.
Like I've been sipping 4 ounces. I still got 2 ounces left.
I just have a whole other can sitting there. Whole other 8 ounces.
You. Well, you don't have to worry about me stealing beer from you.
Oh,
so
that's what I do. Give you the bad stuff, so you'd be like, "Oh, he drinks awful beer."
I took a big drink.
I'm not drinking
any
of
of
that.
Big gulp, son. Well, see you later. I feel like the only reason you would drink this is because of the alcohol content, because it's not that good of a taste. I don't like it.
I think it has a very
That's fine.
good taste.
We're allowed to have different opinions.
Oh, no, I know.
Sometimes I'm wrong. Every time you're wrong, it's fine.
That's not true.
No, it's definitely, all joking aside, it's definitely a higher quality build.
It is not for everybody.
Quality beer. Oh, no. I would not. If somebody was going, hey, recommend a good beer, even though I would consider this a good, quote, I'm doing air quotes, beer, I would never recommend this to somebody who's trying to get into drinking.
No.
Like if somebody goes, if we go out to a nice steak dinner in a nice restaurant and we're paying for a good steak cooked just the way you like it, and that's on the menu, and they're like, I want a good beer on my steak, I would not recommend that.
Oh, no, this is not.
Because they would not make it through it.
And this is not a beer you would drink with steak.
No. Oh, what? No.
No. This is.
What would you drink it with? Nothing?
This, I just drink this.
Like a Pall Mall? Or when you're chewing on a Black and Mild?
This is a good cigar.
No, I would not ruin a good cigar with this, dude. I'm sorry.
But this is just
watch, they're going to finally get one of your tags, hear this, and you know what? Sorry for New Empire State or whatever. Brewing.
EvilTwin.
Yeah, them too. But I'm not a stout guy apparently because this is not good. I had Guinness once way back in the day. On St. Patty's Day, we went to an Irish pub.
You're just not a dark beer guy.
No, not at all. Okay. I freely admit that. I'll give it a fair shake, but I'm not a fan of this.
That's fine. Do you want to try the sour before we close out the show?
Pour me a little. We can pour a little.
Okay.
Let me finish this.
Finish that off, and then.
Oh, we didn't rate it. You gotta give donuts on this.
Oh, I'm giving this a 3.
I'm giving it a 2. So, well, no, you know what? I'm giving it 1.5 too because the price difference.
Okay.
Between this and the Naturdays, it's a better. I can tell it's a quality beer, but I'm not a beer guy. Not this dark stuff.
Okay.
Like I said, basically Yingling or Yingling Light. Yingling Light.
Yingling
would be like where I'm at.
Okay.
I like it. You don't like Yingling?
I did until they came to Ohio, and then it just got saturated. Like the market just got saturated. Like when I had to drive
because you only had it once every so often.
Well, I had to drive to Pittsburgh to get it, or Pennsylvania to get it, to Imperial to purchase it.
No, when my tongue touched the roof of my mouth, whole milk.
Your face,
dude. This they could use for that old commercial in the '90s for beer face. Oh man,
your face.
I didn't know I had taste buds on the roof of my mouth until I had this beer. That is strong.
Oh, so good.
Oh, it tastes like I went to Speedway and got one of their coffees and then melted a Hershey bar in it and then put some 87
good.
octane fuel in it and chilled it.
Oh.
That is rough. Yeah, so
All right.
my buddy Brian that wants me to try Guinness now, I will be even more hesitant. I tried
Guinness
Guinness
is
one time, but I was like 21 or 22.
It's so much lighter than this.
And I ended up switching because I was at an Irish pub. I still wanted to stay really cool, so I was like, let me try that Killian's. That's an Irish beer.
Get a black and tan.
And, dude, black and tan is motor oil.
No,
That thing comes
a
like-
true black and tan is a Guinness.
Is that the mixed one?
It's a mix.
There's one that they have now that's like supposed to be the dark.
Well,
Like you gotta open the
Yingling
can.
makes a black and tan.
You gotta peel the can off and then microwave it to melt it into a liquid to drink it. Like it's so thick.
Yingling makes a black and tan.
I know they make a black and tan. I've not tried it.
It's actually pretty good.
I'm not a
It's
beer
not bad.
drinker.
So,
Ooh.
all right. Thanks for listening.
Oh, sorry.
Check us out on Facebook. Like, share, subscribe.
Tell us what kind of beers that aren't nasty that we should try, because this stuff, I'm not feeling this episode.
Absolutely leave us feedback. Get on Facebook. Leave us feedback. Tell us what we're doing right. Tell us what we're doing wrong.
Tell us who we're doing right and who we're doing wrong.
Yeah, I mean, every bit of feedback we get helps.
Power ain't no
Positive or negative. It doesn't matter. We love to hear from you. Get in on the conversation because it's always a conversation.
Yeah, and we actually
So-
want to be able to feedback off some of you guys say. So leave us some questions or feedback, and we will reference it. We like to hear what others are thinking on our topics.
Yeah.
So tell us about your experience with the HOA. Tell us about your favorite real expensive beer and real cheap beer.
And
Tell us about your marketing faux pas where you have gotten screwed by some clever person in an ivory tower making
And-
you look dumb by packaging something weird.
if you want to try the Natty Light, let me know.
Because we have 5 cans of
Got
it.
5 more cans, and I
man.
will be more than happy to give you
It is
one.
not bueno.
I will not give you one of my expensive cans, though, because I'm greedy like that. But I will be more than happy to let you sample a can of
Thank
the
you.
Natty Light, the Natterday.
Yeah, I
so
will just give you that. I thank you for letting me try your
I'll know. I
stout,
mean,
but man, whew.
for you, I'm always willing to let you try something that I got sitting here. I want to give a big
Ooh.
shout out to Mo and OMR One More Rep podcast. Those guys are killing it over there.
And Mo is actually kind of commenting, and he's supporting us. So
Yeah,
thank you, Mo.
with the fitness stuff. At some point, we're going to have Mo on the show. If you are into fitness, if you are into CrossFit, if you are into anything, be sure to check out Mo and Brody and Jenna. She's a new addition to the show as well over at One More Rep Podcast. Check them out. Search Google. Check them out on iTunes. Check them out on Facebook, Instagram. The guys are the #1 fitness podcast in the world. I said it. In the world.
In the world.
Killing it. Absolutely killing it. So check those guys out.
One
Give
More
them a
Rep?
like. One More Rep podcast.
Just wanted you to say it again. Another
One-
plug. I
one
did listen to
more
their
rep.
rehash of the Fire Festival.
Oh yeah.
That was a good one. That wasn't a
that's-
fitness one, but that was a
that's-
good one.
Yeah, that's Mo's DJ podcast.
Oh, okay, was it?
That's a different
That's not
podcast.
One More Rep.
No, that's one.
I
That's,
plugged the
that's
Mo's other-
passionate. That's passionate DJ.
Oh, yeah.
So that's a different one. So Passionate DJ podcast, check that one out as well. That's Mo's other podcast that he has. So check that out as well. Like, share, subscribe, like I said, to us. Leave us feedback. Every little bit helps. It doesn't matter if it's positive or negative because any feedback is great feedback. So we will talk to you guys later. I'm Martelle. He's Randy. See ya.
Peace.